You want me to introduce myself? I've gone by many names and titles during my journey. Although each one is more eminent than any ordinary mortal could imagine, they're all just water under the bridge to me now. Call me whatever you like. Go ahead. Let me see what you can come up with. Don't disappoint me. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You want to use my hat as an umbrella? The audacity to even make that request. You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish. How irritating. Fundamentally speaking, there's little difference between snow and rain, yet people lavish praise only upon the former. Fate can be truly arbitrary. A simple breeze like this, even you can conjure it, right? Rise and shine, sleepyhead. The sun's already in your eyes. Don't tell me you actually thought I'd wake you up like that. I have no need for food. Save me the trouble and take care of yourself, and that small thing floating next to you. Finally, another boring day is drawing to a close. What? Can't fall asleep with me around? A puppet consumed by a raging fire will leave behind ashes. As for what will emerge from them, I'll leave that kind of thing to fate. Obsessing over something that's destined to be ever out of one's reach is just a waste of time. I have more important things to attend to at the moment. So, you're still stewing over our run-ins from before. Well, what are you going to do about it? Take your time. I'm in no hurry. I'll never be one of the good guys. I'm just here to pay my dues after what you've done for me. But what about you? Shouldn't you come up with some excuse for our meetings? If one of your friends mistakes you for collaborating with the enemy, you're on your own. Although the idea of divine favor makes me a little ill, I'm not going to be picky about a new source of power. You think there's some kind of meaning behind the element of animo? Why did that thought even occur to you? The gods aren't guided by any kind of rationality or moral compass. Haven't I shown that to you already? I've got nothing. Ask me anything if you want. If a question is interesting enough, I may give you an answer. Look, the birds are showing off their plumage, the squirrels are busy hoarding food, and humans are laboring for their livelihoods. Truly, simple animals don't need anything complicated to be fulfilled. While I still had value as a pawn, she might have had other reasons to keep me alive. It's certainly possible that it was because she's wise or benevolent, or happened to see a hint of loneliness within me. You think I'm trying to think the worst of her? Ha! Did you really expect anything else? In case you've forgotten, I'm no saint. She completely neglected her own creation, and to add insult to injury, she said it was because she couldn't bring herself to intervene in my fate. Everyone praises her for her kindness and benevolence, but they forget that love is also a form of sin. What if she's just trying to compensate for something? The jester is a survivor of Conria. Besides that singular fact, I know very little about him, and never had any kind of close association with him. He seems to want something from me, though. In the past, he assigned to me many important tasks, including a number of trips to the Abyss. The ever-righteous captain, the brave and fearless captain, the nigh invincible captain. Even my mechanical ears demand maintenance after listening to so many compliments from the members of the Fatui. Don't you think that possessing absolute righteousness is actually a latent danger? And that's without taking his great personal strength into account. It's a pity that Lesser Lord Kusanali already forced him to erase so many of his segments. The joy I would have derived from slicing them apart, one by one. Let me ask. What should you do if you were to encounter a damsel who is oblivious and innocent at any given time, and unconcerned and unfeeling in any given situation? If it were me, I could at least challenge her to a fight. But if it were you, with your conscience, I would stay away from her. A wolf in sheep's clothing. To exert a higher level of control over people, she puts on a graceful and cordial front. Most of those who have seen her true crazy self have gone poof. Only someone as dense as Child would think the rooster is looking after him and his family out of the goodness of his heart. Although the mayor has indeed done a number of things for their benefit, anyone with a brain would be able to tell that the underlying meaning is, your entire family is in my hands. She has a terrible personality and cares for nothing outside of her own research. But even with that amount of dedication, she still produced a copious amount of garbage, and could only secure a ranking that's still one whole place beneath my own. How pitiful. Oh, the 9th rank guy. He's obsessed with the idea of fair exchange, to the point of wanting to overthrow the natural imbalance between gods and humans. But I guess it's just how ordinary mortals are like. It's easy for them to come up with pointless delusions. Honestly, it's nothing worth writing home about. Just like how there's also nothing impressive about his abilities or choice of partner. Anyone who chooses to work closely with a doctor is sure to meet a nasty end. He's simple of mind and not that strong of body. Naming him to the lowest ranked seat lowered the Harbinger's collective prestige. Thankfully, I'm no longer part of that group. Nothing remained in her ashes. I have no interest in those who have lost their future. A smooth-talking yokai. Though she pretends to care about humans to gain the favor of her god, all she seeks are entertaining ways to pass her time. You speak of the descendant of the Kaitahara clan? Then isn't he... Wait, he also possesses an animo-vision? And even managed to take on the Raiden Shogun's Musa no Hirotachi? You want to learn more about me? How ridiculous. Don't you know that's only asking for trouble? Oh, I'm well aware that many, many people will want to seek me out and settle the grudges they've built against me in my past life. Fine by me. Come one, come all, I say. As a matter of fact, I'm somewhat looking forward to it. I once thought that deification would allow me to get rid of all my pointless emotions, but I've since abandoned that view. Anger, whether it be from others or myself, is too convenient and useful as a tool. How can some people just never become angry? I find that impossible to even imagine. Do they just not have a single mean bone in their bodies? When I entered Irminsul, there was only one thought in my mind. I wish I'd never been born at all. Irminsul responded to my wish, but didn't bring me the outcome I desired. The fate of this world hasn't changed a single bit when it comes to playing cruel tricks on its prisoners. You and I have crossed paths in the past, but our journeys will eventually diverge. Who knows what will happen next? Let's just wait and see. Hobbies? Those are for idle bodies who have the free time to think about such things. Do I look like I have any interest in distractions? I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of you, so I can go commit atrocities. Wait, did you think I was being serious? Do you have some tea? The more bitter, the better. It leaves the most fascinating aftertaste. I'm no fan of dongo, or any other sticky sweets that make me feel like my teeth are fusing together. Keep them to yourself. It's okay. Guess this is one of the few things you're good at. Not bad. You actually made something edible. You want to poison me? Are you so dumb as to have forgotten that I'm not human? Give me your hand. There's no need to be nervous. I'm just taking you to a vantage point. How is it? The scenery here should be quite breathtaking. There's no need to thank me. I see little point in it. I can see the great deal of effort you put forth. The wind is blowing this way. What did you do? You aren't worried about making me more powerful? All right. Although I can be of help to you, seeing me as an ally is still a dangerous endeavor. I hope you understand what you're doing. If you still insist on continuing down this path, then let me lead the way. The wind rises. Behold! Squall and fury. Unsightly insects. Wretched vermin. Cry louder. Bow your head. Know your place. You dare to gaze upon me? Surge forth. Upon the gale. too slow. Quit following me. Unnecessary. Ha! You even want this? Take it and have fun. I'm used to this. Nothing worth mentioning. Why are you even here? Worthless as expected. Falling into the abyss. Everything was futile. The price for my sins. That's far enough! How amusing. You're dead! I'll have you beg for mercy. Prepare yourself for punishment! What do you want from me? This had better be important. Are you sure it has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. My favorite place is the the kitchen. I practice so hard, but I still get nervous when introducing myself. Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time. I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs. If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. Oh, I don't like the rain. Wait, did I leave my apron outside to dry? The rain has stopped. Come with me, let's pick some matsutake. Animal slimes always come out in this weather. If you catch some, I'll make you a slime slushie. Perfect timing. Want to get a few cooking supplies? Lunch is ready. Come and get it while it lasts. You're just in time for a midnight snack. I made some barbecued lizard skewers. Well, don't just stand there. Dig in. Hey, you're not sneaking off to get a midnight snack without me, are you? Bedtime? Oh, well, good night then. You've seen the dragon in Mondstadt? How big was it? What? No way. Imagine how big a steak a dragon that huge would make. I'm much better at cooking than navigating, but if you do go out, definitely take me with you. Meeting you has really opened my eyes to things other than cooking. Like what? Well, such as... For example... I can't think when you put me on the spot. Forget it. I'll stick to cooking from now on. I have a new recipe for you to try, actually. Anytime, night or day. I'm always willing to make dishes everyone loves. I think the Archons agree with my passion, or else they wouldn't have given me this vision. Something even my master doesn't have. I know they want me to keep going. If you get a stomachache, a cup of herbal tea with silk flowers will clear it up in no time. Huh? Of course you can trust my herbal remedies. We chefs are expected to know a thing or two about medicine as well, you know. I love onions. I've tried cutting them dozens of ways, and they still make me cry. No matter, I still love them. I can smell mistgrass. It must be Dr. Baiju. What is he doing here? Are you okay? Do you feel faint? Is your stomach sore? Or is it a sore throat? I got it. You're fatigued from all that adventuring. No? You're fine? Phew! Otherwise, he would have made you drink some traditional herbal medicine. It's so bitter. That was the Tianquan. Did you see? She just walked past. Come here. Closer. Let me tell ya, she knows everything that happens in Liyue. So, keep a low profile. Don't attract her attention. Is Hu-Tao picking on you too? Ugh, that prankster always waits till I least expect it, creeps up on me from behind, and then, boo, then laughs herself silly. But I can handle it. And she does bring me fermented plum blossoms once in a while so I can make flour cakes, so I don't hold a grudge. Diona from Springvale! I heard she mixes a great drink, so I came specifically to see her. I thought perhaps I could use her secrets in my cooking and bring out more flavors. But the tips that she gave me, like soaking lizard tails in beer, or putting bits of smoked fish in dandelion wine, all came out really awful. Guess it's up to me to work it out myself then. Oh, Beto is the greatest. Every time I go out sailing with her, she always manages to fish up lots of fresh ingredients. Octopus tentacles go great in soup, and seaweed fries up great with some chilies. Not just Beto, but everyone on board the Crux loves my cooking. I've come across a lot of fussy eaters, but Mr. Xiangling is very particular and has no problem getting straight to what he has to say. The first time I served him salt and pepper tofu, he took just one bite and then proceeded to say,
"It would be better to try sea salt extracted from the shallow seas of Guyun Stone Forest, because it would bring a fresh sense of depth to the tofu."
I tried it, and the taste was just so different. He's just amazing, don't you think? Chongyun? I always see him on his way to eat at Wanmin restaurant with Xingqiu. Or perhaps I should say I see him being dragged there by Xingqiu. Chongyun doesn't eat hot food. Every time the hot food arrives, Xingqiu politely apologizes and proceeds to try every dish. I just want to dig in with him. The look on Chongyun's face is priceless. They're quite interesting, those two. Ganyu? Oh yeah, I remember her. Vegetarian, right? She doesn't come to the Wanmin restaurant very often, but when she does, she sits alone in the corner and eats her meal in total silence. Poor girl, she seems kind of lonely. I always give her an extra-large portion because I feel sorry for her. Funniest thing is, she eats every last bite. Every time! I wouldn't have guessed she'd have such an appetite just by looking at her. I'm proud to call her my junior. She hasn't swung by in the Wanmin restaurant in ages, though. Maybe Master is trying to protect her from me or something. The last time we hung out, I was about to dig into some fresh raw octopus from the Sea of Clouds. But not only did she stop me from eating it, she sent Master to tell me off, too. Oh, honestly, sometimes it feels like I'm the one who gets treated like the junior. Xinyan always comes to the Wanmin restaurant for a late-night snack. She gobbles up all the new dishes that the likes of Xingqiu and Chongyun don't go near, and 9 times out of 10, she enjoys them too. She's great. Yelan? Of course, I remember her. When I first met her, I was certain she'd be the kind of gal who'd prefer lighter dishes. Turned out that she can handle the most spice out of all my customers.
Apparently my dishes weren't spicy enough for her because she started taking bites of raw Jieyun chilies. Truly amazing.
Roasted pigeon skewers, anyone? Come on, it's my secret recipe! You'll love it! My master did a good job teaching me spear fighting, don't you think? If you want, I could teach you too. Although, I'd much rather teach you my cooking if you're interested. I want my recipes to spread all around Tibet. My heart's desire? To start my very own cooking tradition, of course. Mi style and Yae style cooking are good, but they have a limited palate. The missing ingredient? Chili pepper! Come, let me fry up one of Goba's chili peppers for you. I think I've won you over with my cooking now, right? It's time to introduce you to my latest masterpiece. I call it the most marvelous, multicolored super pancake. Bright red squirrel ham, orange carrot, yellow sungfrog meat, green calla lily, and blue butterfly wings, beautifully wrapped in a thin egg pancake. What? I thought you said you were starving. Okay. I'm in a dilemma and I don't know how to solve it. It isn't like me to get so worked up over nothing. Well, here's the thing. I always love getting you to try my latest recipes, but I'm worried that my food might not agree with your stomach, and I can't bear the thought of that happening. What should I do? Watch carefully. Heat the oil in a pan. Then take a handful of crystal flies, wings removed, pop them in, and voila! Delicious deep-fried crystal Hey! Where are you going? It's been a month and I still haven't sold a single bowl of mushroom slime stew. Gee, is it just because it looks sticky and gooey? It's their loss if they don't have a spoonful. My favorite thing to eat is whatever exotic ingredient I haven't tried yet. No, I'm not dodging the question. That's my honest answer. I'll eat absolutely anything. There are no bad ingredients, only bad cooking. Wow! I know this taste. It's Boom Shakalaka! I gotta admit, you're really good at cooking. Next time, it's my turn to show you a thing or two. Are you sure you followed the recipe? Something is definitely off here. Ah, there you are! Come with me! I prepared a birthday feast all for you! No, really, I insist! Which dish is your favorite? It's okay, take your time. Try them all first, then let me know. Oh, wow, this feels great! My whole body is bursting with energy! Hey! Ha! Hoo-ah! I could slay a beast with one punch, locking in that freshness. Finally, with this power I can cook. Oh no, I've started salivating. As my father always says, to make a 5-star dish, you need 10-star passion. I know. To be able to come this far is definitely thanks to your 10-star passion when it comes to practicing with me. So I'll be sure to pay you back with 3 times the passion. Goba, get them! Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey-ya! You're toast! Eat this! Race you! Now I got stomach cramps. Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry. What a bountiful harvest! None of this will go to waste. No ingredients for me today. Ow! Now I'm really in a pickle. Take a snack break. Scramble! Dinner's gonna burn. Water! No! Did I ruin everything? Don't hit me! Help! My dinner is attacking me! That really hurt! I'll bring my seasonings. Just sharpen my spear. I can't wait any longer.
If you awake to a knife at your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name. Adeptus Xiao. I will be here when you call. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Those memories. So dark. Demons do not stop for the rain. Move. The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather. Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible. Fear of something so common. Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it. We're wasting time. Let's go. Lunch. We'll go back to Wangshu Inn. Night. When the darkness comes to envelop you. Don't stay outside. Go. I'll be here. I'm far from human. I can't make much of human emotions. Liyue is changing. Rapidly. Forget it. It means nothing to me. If a day comes where even you are taken by the darkness, it will be up to me. Do not fall prey to the darkness. I have no mercy. Though, perhaps you can stand your ground alone. Who's there? Oh, you think I sleep? You have no respect for the ways of the Adepti. The lantern, right? The time for humans to discard their glowing trash into the sea has returned. How childish. Though, if you insist, I will go with you. Visions? Desire? Do not judge Adepti by your mortal ideals. I have no desire. Hiding.
I'm hiding nothing. I just won't speak of desire to others. Do you mortals not have a rule about spoken wishes never coming true? What do you mean that's not the same? I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name. Dihua Islet was once deserted. Though that was many decades, no, centuries ago. Can I ask, Xiangling, what does he do with his days? Huh? Birds? Antiques? Flowers? What deeper meaning do they hold? Beidou. I have nothing to do with her, though there is such a thing as the Leviathan. As a mere human, she has proven her power in defeating Haishan. You want Baizhu to make a medicine to take away my pain. I understand your intentions, but mortal medicine has no effect on Adepti. Hu Tao? Her liveliness is irritating. Fortunately, she is also humorous, so you need not worry about her growing into a boring human. Venti? So that's the name he goes by. His tunes are... forget it. Ganyu is neither mortal nor illuminated beast, wandering both the mortal and Adepti realms with duty as her sole guide. It was inevitable that she would become perplexed. What, me? You believe a yaksha who knows nothing more than how to massacre countless souls and emerge unscathed is a suitable mentor for such an individual? Your mind occupies a very different world from that which your body inhabits. It seems Shenhe places a great deal of trust in you. Well, how could she not? There are few people in the world as kind and good-natured as you. I've heard that she once investigated the chasm, following the trail of the Millilith. If she can investigate mysteries like that on her own, she must be someone of rare skill. I'm willing to protect you, but don't think about getting close, and stay out of my way, or all that awaits you is regret. In the thousands of years that have passed, I have taken countless wraiths. If you want no trouble, stay away from me. See me as a weapon, and nothing more. Their voices, I can always hear them. Their screams, their cries, demanding more death. This is my burden to carry. It has nothing to do with you. Morax? What do you know of this name? He gave me the name Xiao, and released me from the endless pain I endured. I will not forgive those that dare to speak against him. Even you. It's too late. The connection between us is too strong. Even if you wanted to, it's too late to sever it. You've never thought to sever it? This eternal dance of demon subjugation. My fight goes on. But I would like to know more about you. There's nothing timid about you, having the courage to ask about my hobbies. So, fight me. How long do you think your body will last against my blows? Trouble? Trouble means nothing to Adepti. There is no trouble that can last for 1,000 years. I have no interest in mortal food, Cooking is tedious and the wait is long. The one thing I can manage to stomach is almond tofu. The taste of almond tofu feels like a fond dream. Wait, I am expected to place slices of meat in wrappings myself, and then eat them together? Humans these days do not know what they are doing. Not bad. Why are you staring at me? No need. Ugh. Try something else next time. This mortal concept of commemorating the day of your birth really is redundant. Wait. Have this. It's a butterfly I made from leaves. Okay, take it. It's an Adepti amulet. It staves off evil. This is it? Nothing worth getting excited about. New power. All it will be used for is death. The limit to one's power is self-destruction. Answer me. Why do you persist? Countless souls have fallen prey to these hands. I too have been swallowed by the darkness. And yet you dare to drive me on. You may think of me as your companion. You seek to find me salvation. You really are a difficult being to comprehend. Boring! Useless! Here! Worthless! Disappear! Evil conquering! Lament! If it's useful, I'll take it. Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern. There's quality here. Shut it! Prepare to die, fool! Good. Weak. Get back if you want to survive! Is this retribution? The day has finally come. Impossible! That's it? Get out of my way! You called? Evil shall be dispersed. Conquering demons is what I do.
Xingqiu, at your service, my liege. I humbly trust that even one such as I, a mere bookworm, may yet prove to be of some utility under your wise leadership. Nice. I don't often get a chance to speak with such formality. It felt pretty good. 'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me. Now, this is what I call a moment of solitude. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Huh? All will be revealed in the next volume? Oh, drat. If my calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure? My family makes ornate umbrellas that block neither rain nor shine. Their sole purpose is for decoration upon a wall. Good. The rain has stopped. Any longer, my books would have gotten wet. Only when it snows like this would I prefer to be at home than in a bookstore. For there is a well-stocked fireplace at home, while there is no fire allowed in bookstores. Great weather for practicing martial arts, but perfect weather for reading. Hey, what's that ridiculous look for? You look as if you're trying to decipher some strange text written on my forehead. Morning. The morn hours are precious. Spend them on that which matters to you. I am uninclined to eat a heavy meal this luncheon, but instead indulge in some baked treats. As long as I eat in the study, my father and brother never have to know. Oh, you want to join me? Well, as long as you don't get crumbs on the books, I suppose it's fine. What say you we snatch a few fireflies and read in the light they give? Hey, I'm joking. Seriously, don't. It's bad for your eyesight. You will find me in the same place as ever tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Unless you manage to get lost on the way. I always have to put on an act around other people, because they see me as only the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. It's a relief that I can just be myself around you. I think it's because you don't see me in the same way. I would say we are book buddies. Huh? Combat? Guhua clan? Comrades in arms? What on earth are you talking about? I told you that's our little secret. We should become sworn siblings. Let's go to the altar at Jeyung Karst. Nope, no ifs, no buts. You know too much about me. You know the real me, the one I normally have to hide. I simply can't let you go until you promise me you will go through with it. There aren't many records on matters concerning visions, but I do have a passage dedicated to the topic in my collection of ancient texts. I can lend it to you if you want. I've come to an epiphany based on some things I've been reading. Ultimately, the arts of both the polearm and the sword are just the art of hand-eye coordination. It's a little difficult to explain. If you want to know more, come with me to Wangshan Hall. But first, you have to promise me you won't laugh. Must-see places in Liyue? That's a tough question. The place I would miss the most if it disappeared would be the Wanwen Bookhouse, first and foremost. The Guhua sect would be in the top 10, too. I used to like rabbits, but I'm more a fan of stags now. To me, the saying, "May my final stand be a monument to chivalry," is about abandoning worldly possessions and reaching enlightenment. But the stag's final resting place represents the hope for life anew. Oh, how I'd love to see it again. I have great respect for Lady Beidou. I just wish she wouldn't call me kid and ruffle my hair each time she sees me. In her capacity as a Tianquan, I am obliged to respect her. Otherwise, it could create issues for my father and brother. On a personal level, let me think. I think I will go with no comment. I shan't speak ill of others. Dear Chongyun. Though he understands me quite well, one has to exercise caution when teaming up with him to go on a quest. He is making good progress in the martial arts, but I would say he hasn't quite internalized the chivalric code yet. He needs more practice. Especially at eating spicy food. When Yunjin drinks a beverage she is fond of, she will be inspired to write a new play. So, I keep a jar of tea leaves under my bed at all times, ready to deliver to her on the day that her inspiration dries up. This way, I shall never run out of heroic tales to listen to. Ah, yes, the young lady who is now the master of the Wangshen funeral parlor. If you're asking what I think about her as a person, well, there are all sorts of rumors about the way she works. But I think if you really want to understand someone, you need to find out what they are really after. I've always thought there is more to Chi-Chi than meets the eye. But it's impossible to have a conversation with her when Baiju's around. We could wait till Baiju makes a home call to one of his other patients and corner her. When you first spot Xiangling out and about, the first thing you should do is check the look on her face, especially when she's just coming back from collecting new ingredients. The more excited she looks, the more dangerous it is to approach, because if she sees you, she'll force you to taste test her latest concoction. I usually get Xingyun to handle these situations. Where does Xinyan perform? Anywhere from Churro Rock to Yujing Terrace. No spot is untouched by her disruptive presence. A quiet day when I can curl up with a good book is a rare treasure indeed. I've thought of all the illustrations I want for each major event in the next 3 volumes. I should write my thoughts down before I forget them, and send them to Mr. Croix-de-Prince. My father and brother entertained that gentleman as a guest once. From the way they were acting, he must be a very high-profile figure indeed. I also heard that he directs funerals for the Adepti, so he must surely have great depth to his character. We should do some digging and see what we can find out about him. I find that Miss Shenhe seems to look at me somewhat fiercely, so I daren't approach her lightly. Bizarre. Did I inadvertently upset her? Or maybe upset someone close to her? Have you heard the expression, same person, different face? Miss Yelan gives me precisely this feeling. When she came to visit my family, my father and brother treated her with respect, and she was pleasant and polite in return. She seemed like a kind and mature young lady to me, but when I saw her elsewhere, she gave a completely different impression. Are you keeping well, my liege? If you have no other matters to attend to, might I recommend a trip to the Wanwen Bookhouse? You ask why I enjoy reading in solitude? Studiousness can hardly be considered a bad habit. There's not much more to it than that, really. Your schedule is free today? Wonderful. I am ready to leave whenever you are. My book? Oh, never mind that. I can always pick up where I left off when I get back. But those in distress who need our assistance cannot afford to wait. You feel inspired, you say? You want to write a martial arts detective novel based on our adventures together? And you want to call it The Chronicles of Wanwen? It's a good idea, it really is. But I'll have to decline. I'm sorry. Yes, really. A weaver of verses who draws from an ocean of expression. That's the reputation I aspire to. But you're the only person I can share that with. I am actually writing a novel, but I can't let you see it. Not yet. The time will come, though. You'll be able to read it when it's on sale in bookstores all over Lille. Evidently, my hobby is reading. I'll read anything and everything. What's that mischievous grin for? Oh, that's between the 2 of us, okay? It's not appropriate to discuss it out loud. There's no point in bringing it up anyway. What annoys me? Well, one day my brother will inherit the family business. What will happen to me then? I fear my current carefree existence would... Oh, no. It's not about my status or anything like that. I don't care for that kind of thing. I think my brother is something of a simpleton, and I would probably end up having to do most of his job for him. I like baked goods and US-style seafood, probably because I'm used to quite a bland diet at home. I hate carrots. When I was young, my mother would mash them up into... Ugh, I can't go on. Just thinking about it makes me feel sick. I need only sample this delight but once for its aroma to remain forever in my memory. With cooking skills as good as yours, it'd be a waste not to open a restaurant. Wouldn't you agree? I couldn't possibly, but please, you eat your fill. I insist. Ahem. May this day of your birth be filled with much mirth. According to historical records, Tiancheng's stone bridge was formed by a fallen rock spear thrown by the Geo Archon Morax in battle. If you walk along the bridge on your birthday and throw some more into the sea from both sides, you will be blessed in the coming year. Your birthday only comes once a year, so be quick about it if you want to go. I'm not kidding, it's true. Go try it and you'll see. Were it not for my capability, the cause that so inspires me would remain confined to the pages that extol its virtues. Had I no moral compass, my efforts would have been misguided. Doomed to grasp at shadows, while missing the substance, I would have become a Philistine that seeks only violence. There is a cause that I seek to champion, yet few in Liyue share my aspiration. This I have known for a long time, for it is a path I have walked for many years. I am most grateful for your company on my journey. I am proud of my achievements, both in the martial arts and in championing the cause so dear to my heart. I guess there's no need to euphemize any longer. Chivalry. That is the cause that inspires me, and that I seek to champion. Why should I shy away from it? I am sure my father and brother are under no illusion as to what I stand for by now. But of course, I still need to be somewhat discreet in the way I go about my business. Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Hup! No, my sword! Witness the power of Guhua! Let me weave you a verse. Rain cutter! Body and mind. Time to act. Excellent! Treasure hunting, a valiant endeavor. I hope we find long-lost ancient literature. Change of plans. I can no longer hold back. May my final stand be a monument to chivalry. Come, I have devised a plan. Tread carefully. I have taught you everything I know. The brightest flames burn fastest. I am outplayed. A minor setback. I let my guard down. Not good. May knowledge guide you. Chivalry will never die. For justice.
Xinyan's the name and rock and roll's the game! And I'm the only one who plays it in Liyue Harbor. Been thinking about staging concerts elsewhere lately, but... well, word is that you've been all over the place, traveler. So, what say you sign me up for your world tour? Anywhere's good. If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll. So come on, let's get moving. I just came up with an awesome new riff. Wanna hear it? Whatever's going on over there looks pretty rock and roll to me. Oh, it's really coming down. It'd be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet. This rain ain't clearing anytime soon, but the show's still on, people. How do we attract more folks in this weather? Right. How about we stage a rock till you drop snowstorm endurance challenge? Gotta find some cover quick, or my hairdo's gonna fall apart. Morning. I was just warming my voice up. We're in real good shape today. All right, that's a wrap. If there's nothing else, I'll go take a nap somewhere. Almost about to go live over here. You coming? Me? Oh, I've got a guitar to maintain, tunes to rewrite. I mean, I just got off stage. There's no way I can sleep right now. Not afraid of me, are you? Some folks say I got eyes like knives, that I don't wear my clothes right, that I don't speak right. They give me a pretty wide berth, too. Really, can a girl sport her own style without being looked at like she's some weird creature out of who knows where? Rock and roll came to Liyue from Fontaine, so I guess you could call it a new thing. But it's not too hot around here. Most think it's an awful racket not fit for human ears. And that's why I appreciate everyone who does come listen. You want to hear me play? Come to the front. It sounds best from there. All right then, coming at you from the one and only rock stage in Liyue. And here I was wondering why we got on so well. So you're not from this world, and that's why you don't care for its rules. Now that's how life should be like. Lose the red tape and live free. I'd sure love to add some extra flavor to my rock and roll. Want to get on the drums next time? You've got a good sense of rhythm. Well, you never played. Don't sweat it. It's a question of soul, not skill. Give it a go. I just know you'll be great. I'm guessing that I'm the only person in Teyvat who uses the fire from their vision in rock performances. Some say I should respect that power more. But the way I see it, the gods gave the vision to me, so they like my style, don't you think? I made this guitar myself, you know. Based it off a rock and roll instrument from Fontaine at first, but it stopped looking like the original real fast. I wanted to give it a rad name like the Fire Lyre, or the Jade Breaker, or the Hill Stewer. Still feels like we're missing something. Any ideas? You ever heard of opera? It's what those rich guys listen to at their banquets. It's all tenor this and falsetto that. Getting so uptight about music. Ugh, it's just not rock and roll. My favorite stage outfit's one I made by hand out of silk flowers. You must have seen those flowers before, haven't you? Passion red they are. A perfect match for my music. I have dinner at the One Mean restaurant often. If Xiangling's got some time on her hands, we'll chat till it's real late. Huh? You want to know what to order? See, I actually eat everything she makes. It's never the same thing, and the flavor's different each time, too. Oh, she's the rock star of the culinary world, she is. There was this one fella who invited me to perform at his place back when there weren't many who would give my music the time of day. I was touched, let me tell you what. Like, hey, someone gets it. I agreed right away. But when I got there, I found out that he was the consultant at the Wangsheng funeral parlor. Oh, what a weird guy. I mean, how was that appropriate? Oh, you know, the millilith used to get in my way all the time. Can't set up a stage here. Can't perform there. Oh, real bother it was. But after I wrote to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I heard that the Tianquan amended one of Liu's, some rule or something. She designated some spots for performances to take place so long as you apply. It's still a load of trouble if you ask me. But it's better than being harangued by those milliliths every time, so. Dr. Baju's prescriptions are the tops at preserving my voice. I did an impromptu performance for him as thanks, but the snake he keeps around his neck fainted away. Now it ducks up Dr. Baju's sleeve every time I'm around. I only discovered afterwards that snakes are very sensitive to vibrations. Her? She speaks her mind and has a big heart, and we get on great. The Crux's adventures are real epic. They've given me tons of inspiration in the past. I even wrote them a song. Nowadays, I just need to sing the first line and most all the sailors will join in. It's fast becoming a new sea shanty, it is. He's one interesting guy. He looks introverted enough, but there was this one time when he came to one of my performances, a friend brought him or something, and he had some words for me, but I couldn't hear him over the music. Before I knew it, he was right up there on the stage with me, singing and rocking his heart out. Guess you really can't judge a book by its cover. I have no clue what she's thinking going around looking all happy-clappy like that when she's the head of the Wangsheng funeral parlor. Always greets me cheerily, too, saying, I like people who play with fire. They're good for business, or something like that. She's a bit bizarre, I tell you. Tell you a secret, but you gotta keep it that way, you hear? She's real fond of rock and roll. Comes to watch me at least 3 times a week, no matter how packed her schedule is. You'd think that the head of the Hu Tea House's troupe would be into finer arts and all, huh? But I guess it gets suffocating after a while. You want to know more about me? Well, aren't you just odd? Most people would do just the opposite. Well, where should we start? I guess we'll start with rock and roll. Back when I was little, the adults all said I had to be more girly. That I should learn and study all these things. Wasn't ever any good at it, though. And I'd often get roasted bad. Rock and roll's a different story. No one ever taught me, but I can do it just fine. And of course, the adults say that's unladylike. Talk about prejudice. Say, do you notice anything different about me today? I did some facial massages to relax my mouth and eyes and practice smiling less broadly in front of a mirror for half an hour. So, how'd it go? Do I look a bit less fierce than usual? Even scarier. Okay. Thanks for staying to jam with me. It's almost time for lunch. I brought your share as well. We've got tomatoes, sausages, fried eggs, and... Say what? I don't seem like the type. Hey now, don't you look down on me. Making a nice-looking meal was no problem at all. I believe in rock and roll's spirit of resistance, but I don't think it means that I have to go around shoving it in people's faces. I'm perfectly capable of living normally. I can sew, I can grow flowers and keep fish and make nice-looking meals. I'm allowed to like anything or anyone I want, right? Hobbies? Rock and roll, of course. You ever have that something you put your all into? When everything you love comes together into one thing, the place and time loses all importance. You just need to enjoy it to the fullest and express yourself to your heart's content. I can never get enough of that feeling. I send children a-crying every time I accidentally lock eyes with them on the road. If only there was a way to make me look a little less scary. But I've tried everything and nothing sticks. The lunch down at the Liyue dockyards rocks! Oily, meaty, bit skimpy on the vegetables, but I could never get tired of it. Far as I'm concerned, a whole day in the dockyards is worth it just for the lunch. Not that I'm picky, but I can't stand bland food. If it's supposed to be salty or spicy, make it salty or spicy. You can't have a good time if you don't go all in on the flavor. Even if all I had on hand were enough ingredients for one serving of jewelry soup, I'd make sure I'd do right by them. Wow-wee! You've rocked my socks off with this one. I'm moving to the groove of your awesome food. Mm-mm. The taste ain't bad, but it's lacking that special spark. I can help you with the presentation if you want. You don't mind if I add a little something to spice things up, do ya? Happy birthday! I made some embroidery especially for you. Check it out! I sewed both our images on in the style of Fontaine's dolls. It's pretty cute, huh? Why are you looking at me like that? What? It's not that weird that I can do embroidery. That's the groove, all right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on fire lately. Look out for my next performance. With such power, who knows what never-before-seen bangers I'll be able to come up with. Thanks so much. My next work won't disappoint. I feel your awesome overflowing passion. Tell you what, I'll write you a rock song. It'll be your song, and I'll play it just for you. Feel the beat! Power chord! Pyrotechnics! Time to rock! Shred till I'm dead! Amp it up! Time to celebrate! Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Oh, this rocks! Woohoo! Let me hear ya! That was just the intro. Alright, that sounded kinda bad. I'm used to this much. Rockin' to the rescue! Hey now! Don't rock till you drop! The beat's all messed up. Didn't make it to the chorus. Went out of tune. Not cool. Hey, not the guitar! I'm taking the stage. Oh yeah, rock on! Let's jam!
I am the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. The purpose of my visit is to monitor your every move, for such is the order of the shrine. Oh, come on, don't be so nervous. It's only officialese, for goodness sake. I couldn't just go gallivanting around for no reason at all, could I? Now, come on, do something amusing for me. Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world. Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading. Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works. If this rain keeps up, my fur will be dripping wet. Many people dread the sound of thunder. To me, it sounds fondly familiar. I always see these non-sentient kitsune pouncing headfirst into the snow, scavenging for food. You'd like to see me do that? Haha, I'm sure you would. Morning. You look awfully drowsy. Didn't you sleep well? Come on then, what is it? What mischief were you up to last night, what a headache. What should I have for lunch? Not fried tofu again. I'm in the mood for something a little lighter today. Oh, I know. I haven't seen the Yashiro Commission girl in a while. Let's get her to make us a little something, The moon is simply magnificent tonight. We mustn't squander it. Come, join me for a moonlight stroll. I won't take no for an answer. I suppose I should get some sleep. I must say, I do find it hard to doze off peacefully without the soothing sound of thunder booming in the background. Eternity means never having to let go of what you already have. But on the other hand, it also means giving up on all other possibilities. That's just the way of the world. No one can have everything. Humans are just fascinating creatures. That's why I'm so fond of them. They live such short lives, but for the time they're around, they shine as bright as the midday sun. There are some whose light never grows dim, even over great stretches of time. These are the lives that make for real page-turners. Boring. Utterly boring. Ugh, what could have possibly persuaded these people to become authors? Say, why don't you write out your story and submit it to Yae Publishing House? I'm sure that would keep me amused. I'm sure it would be a bestseller. Sealing yourself away from the rest of the world may only serve to accelerate the effects of erosion. Imagine a world consisting of you and you alone, with no one else to reflect you back at yourself. How awful that would be. Whenever we are together, it is vital that we always shine a light for each other, okay? It's rather difficult to remain enlightened in the dark. You're saying you like how I wear my vision? You certainly have an eye for a priceless treasure. Well then, I bet you'd like to pet it. Heat oil on a medium-high flame in a pot. Add the tofu and reduce the heat to a low flame. Cook until golden brown, take it out, then serve piping hot. There you have it, fried tofu. There's nothing more delicious in this world. Well, I've told you how to make it, have I not? Why are you still standing there? Though I occasionally get a little weary of the sight of it, I can't exactly avoid seeing it at the Grand Narukami Shrine after all. My fate is intimately intertwined with the sacred sakura. Locking herself away in the plane of euthymia when she clearly wants to be out. It's just willful self-torture, really. On the other hand, it's also rather stubborn but cute, don't you think? The Yashiro rascal. He's always been an unpredictable one, even as a child. Don't be taken in by his warm smile. There's no knowing what devious scheme might be brewing inside his head. It's really quite maddening. What do you mean, sly as a fox? If you're trying to insinuate that he and I are anything alike, you are sorely mistaken. I'm very fond indeed of the Yashiro Commission girl. She adroitly handles every matter that comes before her. Unfortunately, it's often thankless work. Pity. Were she not a member of the Kamisato clan, I would have long since snatched her up for the Yae Publishing House. Not the sharpest Tengu in the forest. She certainly didn't inherit the brilliant mind of Daddy Tengu, that's for sure. How shall I put this? I suppose being blunt and dispensing with tact has its own advantages. But I do hope that the next time she visits the shrine, she keeps to herself. I've got better things to do than answer her incessant questions about A. Naganohara fireworks are well worth the wait every year. Word is that she caused quite an uproar among the Tenryo Commission recently by setting off fireworks all over the place. I'm sure the members of the Kujo clan must have turned purple with rage. A pity I couldn't be there to see it for myself. Now that you mention it, it's been a while since I last saw Ganyu. Before the Sakoku decree came into effect, the two of us would often meet to discuss bilateral relations between our two nations. I always found her quite reliable. The next time you go to Liyue, take her some more fresh sea Ganoderma for me. These divine priestesses seem to be getting cuter every generation. I wonder how she looks performing the dance of divine peace. Perhaps even little schools of fish swish around her while she spins. If she's ever looking for a more experienced head shrine maiden to learn from, I'd be quite happy to share a few tips with her. As long as she asked me nicely, of course. I thought it was a disaster waiting to happen at the time, but she insisted that she wasn't going to lift a finger against the object of her own creation. Had I known how things would unfold, I would have simply disposed of it without her knowing. What about now? Well, we're no longer waiting for the disaster to happen, are we? Ah, the oddball Oni. I hear that he's been quite a pain for the Kujo clan. The Tenryo Commission wanted to remove his messages on the bulletin board, claiming that they were harmful to public order. I made quite sure they stayed put. He's an entertaining character. You don't often see Oni like him in this day and age. He certainly has a beautiful tail, although mine's a little softer. Ah, yes, the little ninja child. If there's one thing she can do, it's stay hidden. Kano Nana constantly complains to me about it. Apparently, she now spends so much of her time searching for Sayu that she barely has any time to read anymore. If you ask me, I'd say that Sayu has a secret ally who is helping her hide all the time. I've heard a lot about Miyuki's little sister. Quite the character, I'm told. Although she comes from a family of shrine maidens, she's gone her own way in life, tried her hand at many different trades, studied abroad in Liyue, even ended up joining the Arataki gang. Fascinating girl. Maybe I should have Miyuki introduce me. Yes, that'll work. Miyuki wouldn't dream of refusing my request. More yokai have expressed an interest in the human world lately. I wonder if that's a good thing or not. You want to know what I think? I would tell them to live for the moment. Besides, how could I ever dislike a little yokai who would willingly take us out to dinner and pay for the meal? Oh, you'd like to know more about me? I'm willing to tell, but what will I gain in exchange, It has to be a fair trade. So you tell me all about you, and I'll tell you all about me. Deal? Kitsune Saigu said that she was going off on a long trip, and she's never been back since. At the time, I wasn't the least bit inclined to take on the burden of managing the Grand Narukami Shrine. So she told me that as Guji, I would be able to eat all the fried tofu I desired. As if that would be a convincing reason. That woman spoke so much nonsense, honestly. She could be so insufferable. I decided to found Yae Publishing House simply because I wished to read more interesting light novels, that's all. But it turns out that seeing frazzled authors scraping the bottom of the barrel in a desperate attempt to get their novels finished is where the real amusement comes from. You wouldn't believe some of the excuses they come up with when they're trying to get a deadline extension. Oh, so much more creative than the novels themselves. Even supernatural beings eventually pass away, including gods. It's a terrible shame when their tales are lost to time along with them, never to be remembered again. The problem is, only those with first-class writing and composition skills are qualified to commit these stories to paper. If there is no qualified writing talent in the world, we must cultivate it. Yes, homegrown writers are what we need, capable of adequately capturing these stories with the written word. Though I'm an avid reader of novels written by others, I've yet to pick up the pen myself. Writing a novel is quite an undertaking after all. But if there comes a day when you reach the end of your adventure and want somebody to record it, and if I happen to have the time when that day comes, we'll see. My favorite pastime is reading other people's stories. My second favorite is watching other people squirm. If I could find a way to combine the two... Oh, that would be entertainment in its purest form. Peace and tranquility seems to be all the rage nowadays, but it gets dreadfully boring after a while. Have you ever heard of a dish called kitsune udon? It's quite simple, really. Just fried tofu served on top of udon noodles. What do you think? Noodles and fried tofu, that's all. Doesn't it sound heavenly? Anything that has been pickled is firmly off limits for me. I don't care whether it's medaka or kiviak. What sort of person can stand that vile stench? I, for one, am Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, and I refuse to defile myself by ingesting such pungent things. My, you really know what appeals to my tastes, don't you? Since you've made it yourself, I guess having a little taste is the least I can do. How should I put this? There's so much room for improvement that the only way is up. Ah, so today is your birthday. Ahem. On your ceremonious reckoning of years, I task my kin with seeing to it that that which you seek you shall surely find, and that that for which your heart longs you shall surely receive. Remain pure of heart and true of spirit, and their protection shall be bestowed on you. There you go. May all go well in your year ahead, and may all your wishes be fulfilled. Are we done? When training to become a shrine maiden, the title of Chokai is granted once one has completed their requisite studies and can correctly chant for ceremonies. This might be very straightforward for humans, but it's the most difficult step for the kitsune. We are only foxes, after all. The training required to become a Guji's assistant, or seikai, is arduous indeed. You must observe a myriad of harsh restrictions. There is only one way to make it through. Snack at night, and make sure you don't get caught. Attaining the rank of Meikai requires one to decipher the workings of the world, transcend its limitations, and fathom all phenomena within. Usually, any who reach this level are granted a vision and a lifespan far beyond that of the average kitsune. Throughout history, only the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine has ever held the rank of Jokai. It is an honorary title, not related to the capabilities of the holder. But of course, if I were to declare myself the most powerful Jokai in history, I don't see why there'd be anything wrong with that. Right here. Right now. Emerge. Come on out. Show them. I'm always watching. Nothing lasts forever. A sight to behold. Well, what do we have here? Don't tell me that's everything. Go on, open it up. Show me what's inside. That's quite enough. No more games. Now you've got my attention. My, you're cutting it close. I shall handle this. The fun is over. What a dreadful ending. So much for eternity. Is that all? What a nuisance. Whatever would you do without me? All right, amuse me. Well, since you asked so nicely,